So today we're gonna attempt to fix a couple of things here in our exhaust. So if you haven't watched my video on how to restore one of these exhausts, you can click out there and watch that video. So what we're gonna attempt to fix today here is these scratches right here. We're gonna try to get rid of these scratches. They're pretty slightly. We don't have any bends or dents or anything, but if you do have dents into your heat shield, you can just grab a hammer and work your way out. Just take those dents out if they are slightly, because sometimes these heat shields get like really bad and really corroded, and sometimes they just completely mess up if you lay the scooter down. Sometimes it's just worth getting a new one and that's it, than going through all this work. Since this is just slightly, we're gonna attempt to restore that by sanding it down with different grades of sandpaper. So the higher the number we go, the polished finish that we're gonna get. And apart from fixing the scratches on this heat shield, we are also gonna attempt to fix one of these screws that is completely stripped out. Just remove the cover from it. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna retap that hole. So let's proceed and do that. Okay, so proceed and retap that hole, which is pretty bad, as you can see. What you wanna do before is you wanna apply a little bit of oil in this, some penetrating oil like W40. And in my case, I'm gonna use some gear oil, which is also work pretty good for tapping. You're gonna go ahead and install these new blast screws, because I'm gonna be putting the carbon fiber heat shield that we sell at scooterbot.com, so it matched the whole blackout thing. I'm gonna be using a regular wrench, a small one, so I can fit my tapping tool in here, because I don't have any special tool for tapping. You're gonna proceed to put just a little drop of oil in there, and also here into our tool. There we go. And then you want to go as straight as possible. And what you want to do is you want to go like 3 turns and they go backwards. You just get up straight as possible, and once you feel engaged, 1, 2, 3. Once you feel it's going, you want to back it up, so you make some space for those new threads. You can see how now we can spin that freely. And voila, we got a new thread. And now we can grab our new screw, and look at how easy that goes. Beautiful. Nice and clean threads. Okay, so now we can proceed and start sanding this down. We're gonna be using this sandpaper 600, 1500, and 3000. But we're gonna start with a 220. You can also buy one of these kits that come with 1000, 1500, 2000, and 2500. So we're gonna start with the 220. Start sanding down only this area right here. I think you can struggle. But once you get this one, you can see see that we can actually go with the 80. You can see the difference. The thickness is a number 80. You can see how thick it is in compared to the 220. See, we start to get rid of these scratches. They were not pretty bad, you know, but you can see that we're starting to get rid of those. And then you just go gradually with all the sandpapers. You go from the 220 to the 600, and then 1500, and then to 3000. And if you have available the 5000, that would be pretty nice. And then we just go with a polisher, metal polisher, and that's it. So let's keep going. After you finish, you're gonna end up with a finish like this and with your hands like this. So I can still go over a little more to get rid of these parts right here, but these are like really deep and it's a lot of time consuming, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. But you can actually keep sanding down these until you get a smooth finish and get rid of all these little holes that are pretty deep. You can feel it with my nail. You know, I could keep going here the whole afternoon and they're still not gonna be gone. So I'm just gonna keep going. So what you wanna do is now start with the 220, you know, with a lighter grip, and then go gradually up to the 300 and then, you know, 600 until you start getting that polished finish. And once you finish with the 3000 or the 5000, with the higher number you get, just go with a metal polisher and it's gonna look really nice. Going through all the different sandpaper, you should end up with a nice looking shiny finish like this, very smooth. You can see we still have some dents there, the ones we left when we start sanding down. So that's why you probably want to go as much as you can and get rid of all those little scratches, because the more you sand down, the better results you're gonna get. Okay, so this is probably the finish that you're gonna end up with it. You can still see some marks. You want to go with more than 3000 because it's not enough to get that polish, but I don't have that available right now here in hand. So if you can get onto 5000 at least, it will be better, because then you will get a more polished finish. And of course, try to get rid of all the marks as much as possible. But we're now gonna polish it with this metal polisher. Say it's a lot of time consuming, and the more you go, the more you polish, and the better look you're gonna get. I probably spent like an hour sanding this down, or a little more, or a little less. Depends as far as you wanna go. I was just trying to demonstrate you that it's actually possible to fix it if you don't have that bad dents. As you can see, we got some dent here, that we could possibly hammer down here, but it's not too bad, you know. It's just a lower section that you don't really see. So I was just showing you it's possible to get that shiny back in chrome pieces like this. So if you have any other suggestion, let me know down below in the comments. So that's it. That's pretty simple, I will say. A lot of time consuming, but you know, it's possible to bring that shiny back and remove those scratches from your heat shield and get that polish finish back on. If you're not willing to do all that work and you just want to throw this one away and just get a new one, these things are pretty inexpensive. But if you want to make your Vespa look more unique, you definitely want to throw this one away and get our carbon fiber heat shield for your exhaust. It looks really nice, a pretty high-end part. It's really carbon fiber. If you haven't watched my video on how to install this beautiful piece, you can click up there and watch that video. It's pretty nice. It's pretty simple installation. And that's it. That's pretty much how to fix and retap a hole in one of your exhausts or any exhaust. They all work the same. And also how to restore your heat shield when it gets scratched. So make sure you check the links down below in the description. And if you like this video, make sure you click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends. See you in the next one. Thank you. The trick to sand down so you don't get tired when you apply the right pressure is with your palm. So you put the hand like that, and then you go like this, and you can actually put more pressure without hurting your hand, you know. Just go over with it, slide it.